Pie season is here, and if you're feeling not so confident in this baking area, my next guest says she believes she can change that. We're keeping our eyes on the pies this week. Today, we're turning our attention to a special seasonal flavor. It's an ingredient that adds a puckery punch and festive flair to any Thanksgiving pie. Recipe creator and good friend of the show, Amy Richardson, joins me to share. Hi, Amy. Thanks for being in the kitchen. Me and Amy always have to start out with a hug. I probably hugged her a little bit too much, but she just has this calming, lovely presence. She brings it to the table. She brings it to all of our hearts. I'm going to tell you, cranberry is one of those things that's a little bit scary for me. Oh, because it's so tart. I don't know how to balance it. But you're saying it's the it flavor. You're calling it the it flavor.
It's the it color. It's the it flavor of the season.
It encompasses the holidays.
Yes. I mean, think about like the windows at Anthropologie. They're those gorgeous, big, beautiful pink and red. It's just fabulous. And I think the flavor is where it's at this year. Super fun. You're right. It is tart, but you just need to add a lot of sugar.
You add a lot. Well, that is any good pie. Any good pie.
Right.
So you've brought 3 to kind of ease us in any way we can try this. So what's first?
Okay, so I have 3 pies, and I kind of have a fun setup too.
Okay.
So we've got the 3 pies. I've got a sweet cranberry cream pie, not tart at all. Then I've got a slab pie, which is one of my favorites because it is a little bit tart, but then it's got frosting on the top, and it's so yummy. And then, of course, the star of the show is the Nantucket cranberry pie.
All of these bring their own element of gorgeousness. This one kind of reminds me of like, this is my nicest way of saying this, like those toaster strudels.
Yes.
Which are a big hit in our house, Amy.
We love toaster strudel too. We do.
We love them. So tell me more about the iced cranberry slab pie.
Okay, this is the iced cranberry slab pie.
This is our toaster strudel pie.
The toaster strudel pie. Okay, so it's a double crust pie. You could do different kinds of fillings in it. It's kind of a different way to serve up a pie. It's got a thinner ratio of filling to it, and it's got a double crust on it. But then I think the icing and the crystal sugar is what makes it so delicious.
I mean, don't drool on your screens, everybody. Don't drool on your screens. I think, is this doable? Is this easier? If you're not comfortable with pies, could you still handle this?
Oh, yes. And I mean, you can actually, if you want to do store-bought crust, do a store-bought crust. Crust is what scares people the most about pies. So just buy one to get started, and then you're good. Fillings are easy.
Fillings are easy. Okay, next is the sugared next is the sweet cranberry cream pie.
Okay, so this is kind of a take. It's a very much a last-minute pie, so you can do this at the end. I've done an almond cookie crust on it.
This should be named the Dayland pie. I do everything last minute, and I could handle this, you're telling me.
Yes, anybody can do this. It actually is super simple. It's just cranberry sauce. You can buy it purchased, and then just add it to whipped cream and to vanilla instant pudding. Super yummy, super easy, and sweetened condensed milk.
Okay, and next is the showstopper, the sugar cranberry Nantucket pie.
It is, and nobody knows the history of why it's called Nantucket.
I was just going to ask you, why I always read books about Nantucket. Tell me why this pie is called the Nantucket pie.
Because cranberries are grown there.
Oh.
That's why. And so I researched it. Where does this come from? Because I tried this a few years ago, and I'm like, it's fantastic. Especially if you have people that aren't pie lovers. They can have this kind of thing. It's a cake, it's yummy, and it's upside down, and it's delicious.
So it's not a pie?
Well, it is a pie. They call it Nantucket pie, but it's kind of a cake instead of a crust. It's cake.
Okay, I'm
super
into that.
yummy.
I'm into that. So tell us what we do for the Nantucket pie.
Okay, so for the Nantucket pie, what you want to do is you want to butter a cake plate. And I kind of like this. The first time I ever made one, I did it in a pie plate, but I like the cake pan because it gives it a higher rise. Really pretty. You can see how it's styled up.
And it is a cake.
And yeah. Mm-hmm. And it is a cake. It's a secret. They call it a pie, but it's not.
Yeah.
So all you're going to do is you're going to put your cranberries in the pan, and then you're going to pour.
So fill the whole bottom.
Fill the whole bottom.
Okay.
Then you just pour. This seems like a lot of sugar, but we talked about this before. You need to have a lot of sugar with cranberries because they are so incredibly tart. So then that's all you're going to do for that, okay? And I just kind of shake it around a little bit so it's even. Then into our bowl, what we're going to do is we're going to add our butter. Super, super, super simple. Melted butter.
This is going to be good because it's got a lot of sugar. It's got a lot of butter.
Right.
And we're mixing it all together.
And then you whisk into it your eggs. which is delicious.
Do you mind?
Can I do it, yes. Okay, and then I'm gonna add into it, we've got a little bit of sugar that goes into that.
So this is a different type of sugar?
Yes, that's a coarse sugar, and it's super yummy, and it kind of just adds a little bit of an extra. Can you see how it's kind of coming together?
Yeah, it's a little frothy.
Okay, then all we're gonna add to that is flour and salt and baking powder, tiny bit.
And I'm still whisking.
Yep, whisk it up.
Okay.
Once it's smooth, we're gonna add a little bit of vanilla. Oh, you're doing such a good job.
Have I ever told you that one of my dreams is to be on the Great British Baking Show?
Oh,
you're
I love
fulfilling one of my dreams today.
Right
I'm never gonna make it.
Yeah, you're with the stars. The stars, that is so good.
Okay.
Okay, then we're gonna add just a little bit of vanilla to that, whisk it in. Yeah, that's right.
Really putting some arm strength in now.
That's right, it's looking really good. No, it's coming all together, it's excellent. Okay, then all we're gonna do is just, sorry, that's kind of in there.
Yeah, well,
no, that's okay.
That probably wouldn't happen to you.
All we're gonna do is we're just gonna put the batter on the top, and you just spread it around, and then you're gonna bake it in the oven for about 45 minutes. And it's delicious.
And then when you pull it out, do the berries come up or do you flip it over?
You flip it over.
Okay.
So I usually just let it cool a little bit, like maybe 10 minutes or so, and then I put it directly onto the cake plate and just let it come down, let gravity do its work.
Let gravity do its work.
Yeah.
This is gorgeous. I'm gonna try one of these. I'm not gonna commit to all three.
I say Nantucket pie.
Okay, you heard it here. I'm committed to it. We're doing it. Amy, thank you so much. Where can we connect with you?
Follow me on Instagram at Amy Parker Richardson.
She's the best. Easy enough that I could do it, but still gorgeous.
Thanks
so much, Amy.
Thank you.